Welcome to Sports Center from our nation's capital. I'm Scott Van Pelt. We're with you for the next hour. It was a rough night for first quarter NBA Twitter. Looked like the Celtics were going to get smashed. Not so much. Looked like the Clippers were going to follow into an 0-3 hole. Dallas up huge, but they come roaring back. Got back into this series. Stephen A. Smith will join us a little bit later from Atlanta, where the New York Knicks could not buy a shot, and the Hawks were hot from three, and they take game 3 of that series. Paul George is currently putting on the headset down in Dallas, and I believe he can hear us. Paul George, hey, congratulations on the victory. Scott Van Pelt here at Sports Center. Thanks for stopping by, man. You guys are down 0-2 in this series. You guys are down 30-11 early. What allows you guys to take that punch and then come punching back off the ropes and then ultimately land this game 3 knockout?
Man, that was exactly it. We took the punch. We didn't have a choice. We didn't have a choice but to rally together, stay strong, stay together, continue fighting. That's what the series is now. We're down 2-1. We got to fight to even the series back up and, take home court advantage back.
As a guy that's been through a lot of playoff games, what's better than going on the road and the building's quiet when the game ends? What's more satisfying than that?
Man, it was just great to have a crowd like this.
Right?
It was amazing to come out here and play in front of these fans. Regardless, they were stacked against us, rightfully so. But it was just amazing to be in this environment. This is playoff basketball, and it's what it's about.
Look, we understand that Luka's a monster. The young man goes for 44. But as a team, Paul, you got plenty of guys that have been through it. Maybe not together as much, but individually and now to a degree you're starting to do it together. How much do you lean into what you guys have been through this time of year, and how much do you trust what you guys as a group understand about right now?
We trust each other. We trust each other. The first 2 games just wasn't us. We really got together. We talked it out. We figured each other out. We went through the growing pains. I think over the past two days. So we came out here. We had a game plan. We communicated. And when we're communicating, that's when we're at our best. And tonight we talked everything out, and we were able to get the win.
All right, one last thing, and I appreciate your patience with me. It's the simplest question, but if there's one thing that's the most important thing you guys did better that you have to do moving forward to have the series outcome you hope for that we saw tonight, Paul, what would you say that was?
Shrink the floor. We allowed them to play in too much space. We got to just be out there helping one another, and I thought we did that tonight.
Paul, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Congrats on the big night and the victory, and thanks for stopping by, all right?
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yes, indeed. 3 little things on this game. After falling behind by 19 points early, the Clippers come roaring back and actually led at the break. They're the first team to lead a playoff game at the half after trailing by that many since the 1998 Indiana Pacers. A big night for Kawhi Leonard. His time of year, he dropped 36 on 13 of 17 shooting, becoming the second player in the shot clock era to score 35 on 67% shooting in consecutive playoff games, joining LaMarcus Aldridge. And after a couple of embarrassing losses at home, Clips are back in the series. Could become just the 5th team in NBA history to win a best-of-7 series after losing the first 2 at home. 2017 Celtics were the last team to do that. So here's how we look as we do the accounting in the West. It's still early, but it was going to get late in a hurry if the Clippers weren't able to flip the script in this game as they were able to do. We will not have any sweeps, and we will see how long these series can go. Tim Legler with his thoughts on this game in just a little bit, where we'll have a full highlight of that one. In the NBA Game 3 in Boston, Kyrie back in the building. He expected them to boo him, and they obliged. Early on, James Harden got a beard like a billy goat. Step back 3. Joe Harris, corner 3. It's 19-4, and everybody on Twitter was writing the obit of the Celtics. But put your phone down. Jason Tatum My goodness, this man is a ruthless scorer. It's a 2-point game. Just like the Clips, they erased all of it, and by the end of the first, they got the lead. First 4 minutes, awful. Next 8 minutes, a lot better. Late second, great ball movement. Tatum gets the friendly rattle, and the Celtics are up by 4 to the third. Nets down 8. This is a scary sight. This net team in transition. It's Harden to Durant. Durant, 39 in the evening. Nets down 1. Irving, not his best game. 2 there. Game tied at 75. Marcus Smart hits it and is fouled. Smart, 5 threes, had 23 points. Tatum draws it, 3 the hard way. Put anybody you want on me. Claxton, sure, you can have some. Step back 3. Tatum. The lead is growing. And he becomes the youngest Celtic ever with a 40-point playoff game, passing Pierce and Kuzi. He's not done. And he needed to keep going because that lead is not comfortable giving the opponent. The lead's back to 10. Kyrie, corner 3. Scary. Halfway through the fourth, just a 7-point game. Tatum attacking. Unstoppable. Harden. How can you let him have that look? 41 and 10. Now it's a 5-point game under a minute. Again, it's Tatum. Half 100. What a ruthless score. Some love from Deuce afterwards. He's going to love Pops no matter what he did. But man, Daddy was good. For the 4th time in his past 22 games, he's dropped 50 points, which matches Larry Bird's total across 13 legendary seasons, for the most by any player in the storied history of the Celtics franchise. And he's done it in every possible manner. 2 in the regular season, 1 in the play-in tournament, and now 1 in the playoffs in a game they absolutely had to have or they'd be down 0-3. Tatum on the historic performance with Rachel Nichols.
Felt good to come back and finally play a playoff game back in TD Garden. It's been a while. So, it was great to be back in front of our fans, try to protect home court.
50 points for you tonight. Now, the youngest players to ever drop 50 in a playoff game are Rick Barry, Michael Jordan, and you. That is the list. You told me this morning that you had been looking at film, looking for ways to get yourself more scoring opportunities. What did you do that worked tonight?
Yeah, I just tried to be better. I had a tough shooting night the first game. I got poked in the eye the second. I didn't get to play that much, so trying to redeem myself, and try to do anything we can to win.
As much, obviously, as we don't want to lose, this is probably what's good for us. Just because, especially in the last game, game 2, we played so well that just a reminder that things aren't going to be so easy.